History is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, everyone can enjoy.
Causing the storms Thursday.
Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling them.
This is the first time in a long they haven't let it. As soon as some of your
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station following his...
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 10.
And right now at 10, breaking news on Houston's north side. A man shot outside of a McDonald's restaurant during the dinner rush. Hello, thanks for joining us. I'm Dominique Saxa.
Good evening, I'm Keith Garvin. Channel 2 Sally Mamdou is live outside the McDonald's on Airline in West Tidwell with the newest information. Sally.
And Keith, the shooting happened right behind me here in this McDonald's parking lot. According to witnesses, the victim was shot as he was getting out of his car that you see has the door open. Now, witnesses report hearing 5 shots and then seeing a man running towards the McDonald's calling for help. I spoke to a witness who was just outside the McDonald's at the time when the shooting happened, and she says as soon as she heard the gunshots, she hit the ground.
I heard a car go off. As soon as I stood up, my granny came outside to see if I was okay, and then I look in front of me, and there's a man drenched in blood, and he says, I got hit, call the police, and then he just collapsed in front of me.
Now, just in the last few minutes, we got word from police that the victim has died from his injuries. For now, we're live in North Houston. Sally Mamdou, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Breaking news now. If you've heard this before, Houston Avenue Bridge right along the Katy Freeway has been hit again. 2 eastbound lanes of that bridge currently closed as crews work to clear 10-foot-tall cylinders from the roadway. They fell off of a truck that was hauling them. Houston police have parked their patrol cars next to those cylinders, trying to prevent them from rolling into traffic. It's deja vu here. The bridge has been hit dozens of times just in the last 6 years.
And now to a weather alert. If you've been outside, you have felt that a cold front has just moved through the Houston area.
We are with Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley here in the Severe Weather Center to get the very latest for you.
I tell you, there's some significant differences in temperatures.
I'll say.
I know, right? It really is. Take a look at these numbers, and you can see 40s out to the west. Navasota at 47, 52 in Tomball, 57 at Bush, and still 73 at Pearland. Although this front is really right on your doorstep. I think it's gone through Hobby just in the last few minutes. You can see, look at this line right there, just through Hobby and just through the Pearland area. So that's the front, such as it is. More than anything, a wind shift with some northerly winds coming in. Not seeing a lot of rain with this, although that's expected to build up as we get into tomorrow morning. Speaking of which, there is a dense fog advisory, Bolivar and Galveston, through 6 a.m. I think that will probably be scoured out pretty well by this front getting into your area overnight. You can see there's not a lot left to this, but the cool air is now in place, and warm air is going to start coming in off the Pacific. Those two will cause clouds and more rain as we get into tomorrow. And And then Wednesday, that system arrives, and that means even more showers to deal with as we get into Wednesday and Wednesday afternoon. I'll time that out straight ahead. Keith?
All right, thank you, Frank. New at 10 and only on 2. Talk about insult to injury. An accident victim accuses a tow truck driver of stealing items from inside his car and causing thousands of dollars in additional damage. That car owner says it was all captured on camera. Channel 2 anchor Jacob Rascone is live in Pasadena. Jacob.
Yeah, Keith, we're talking about the victim of a hit-and-run crash. He says it all happened while he was recovering in the hospital, and he only realized it a few days later when he went to check the footage for his dash cam. Roy Solis could not believe what he was watching. The tow truck driver doesn't appear to notice the dash cam.
These are the people that are supposed to be helping you, not someone that violates you when you're not watching. And that's the way I feel. I feel violated.
It was only a fender bender at first, but then Roy Solis says when he got out of the car, the driver at fault sped off and hit him. While he was in the hospital, his car was towed and trashed. Roy filed a police report after he says Camel Wrecking refused to help. As the boss, what do you think about your driver being accused of something like that?
Well, it's actually horrible, you know what I mean? But, I mean, there's nothing I can do with somebody else's actions.
The owner of the company eventually decided he didn't want us to talk to his driver.
I don't need you to talk to anybody. You understand me? Get off my property and just get the out of here, and that's it.
If it wasn't for that little dash cam, a little $30 Wish dash cam, saved me from that. All I want is my car fixed, back to what it was prior to my accident.
So Roy took his car to a shop. He says that the initial hit and run, or what it initially was a fender bender, is going to cost $1,300 to fix. But the damage in the inside of his convertible is going to cost $1,900 to fix. That's in addition to the AirPods, the police radar detector, and other items that he says were stolen from his car. We reached out personally to the driver, the tow truck driver, and did not hear back. Reporting live in Pasadena, I'm Jacob Rascone, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Jacob. New at 10 o'clock, a pizza delivery driver targeted on the job. He says thieves robbed him at gunpoint and then they stole his car. Channel 2's Bill Barajas live in Northwest Harris County tonight with this crime alert. Bill?
Well, that delivery guy was actually called out to this home here. The home is located in the 8400 block of Sunny Ridge and is vacant. The delivery guy we spoke to says the carjackers were inside a car and waiting in this driveway when he pulled up, and that's when they held him up at gunpoint.
Come up, grab me, stick a gun right in my chest, say, hey, give me the keys, give me the car, give me the wallet, give me the phone.
Max Badin says it happened in just seconds. What was supposed to be a routine delivery cost him his car, $200, and his sense of security.
It was thought out. To the extent where they picked a house that was not only vacant, but in between two light posts.
Marin tells us it happened last Friday. With the help of a neighbor, he called 911. It's then he realized he may not be the only delivery guy to be targeted that night.
The sheriff's department, when they came out, had informed me that this is the second call of a similar run-in.
That day?
That day.
Marin says this is a car that was stolen. It's a blue 2003 Honda Civic. It was his only mode of transportation, and he claims he had just finished paying it off.
Both of my jobs were delivering, and she worked all the way out in the woodlands, so just no way to commute to and from.
He and his wife are both in the restaurant business and are now forced to try and find new jobs closer to home. Until then, he says they will rely heavily on family and friends. What's now clear to him is that the job wasn't worth his life.
In the back of my mind, I do worry about me not being here for my family, not necessarily for my own sake, but for my loved ones, you know. So, of course, I complied, wanting to give them what they could so I can come home to my wife.
And Marin said investigators informed him his car was involved in an accident. Investigators found the license plate but have not yet found the car. If you have any information in this case, you're asked to call the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Live in Northwest Harris County, Bill Barajas, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
All right, Bill, thank you. A Clear Creek ISD middle school teacher is accused of an inappropriate relationship with a student. The woman who was taught at Space Center Intermediate School for the past 4 years has resigned. No criminal charges have been filed.
A woman is in grave condition, injured in a crash that police say was caused by a 14-year-old driving a stolen truck. Houston police say the teen boy was one of 5 children in that stolen truck, ranging in age from 11 to 14. It happened near the West Belt near Briar Forest in West Houston right around 3:30 this afternoon after school. An off-duty officer who was behind that truck grew suspicious when realizing just how young the driver and the passengers appeared. When they noticed the officer, that truck increased speed and eventually crashed into 2 other cars. 2 of the children are now facing charges. And now to the race for the White House. Tomorrow night at this time, we should know the winner of the New Hampshire primary.
The Democratic candidates are stepping up their attacks on one another. Per tradition, the first primary polling place in one New Hampshire town opens in less than an hour. NBC's Jay Gray is in Manchester tonight, where the Democratic candidates are doing last-minute campaigning while President Trump held a rally.
The race in New Hampshire has shifted to a sprint now.
I feel great.
The Democrats who want to be president crisscrossing the state, making their final pitch on the eve of the nation's first primary.
Hello, Manchester.
And joined in New England tonight by the man they want to replace.
We are going to defeat the radical socialist Democrats. We are going to win New Hampshire in a landslide.
In a freewheeling speech to thousands of supporters, President Trump touched on issues including the economy, education, and the border, but saved much of his fire for the Democratic Party.
They don't know what they're doing.
And the candidates here.
And I think they're all weak. They're all fighting each other. They're all going after each other.
While there has been some sparring on the campaign trail.
We got a president in the White House now that, as Jay said, is the divider in chief.
There is no division.
The President of the United States thinks we're suckers.
When it comes to their mission here.
We are going to defeat the most dangerous president in the modern history of America, Donald Trump.
A fight that for at least the next 24 hours is focused on New Hampshire. Jay Gray, NBC News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
And the White House is releasing some details of the president's 2021 fiscal budget request. The proposal asks for $740.5 billion for national defense. That's actually $13 billion less than the defense budget for fiscal 2020. The budget cuts funding to food stamps, farm subsidies, and Medicaid. It also proposes cutting the student loan forgiveness program. The proposed budget is not expected to pass the House of Representatives. One department set to benefit from the proposed budget is the space program. Under the president's budget proposal, NASA is set to receive $25 billion. Funding would be used to further missions to the moon and Mars. That includes the Mars 2020 rover and returning human spaceflight to the U.S.
A new type of drug on Houston streets, and the feds say it's lethal. Their warning about gray death is coming up.
Plus, an animal cruelty investigation is underway where these dogs were rescued in Fort Bend County.
And why the FBI says every American should shut down their computer whenever it's not being used. Next on Channel 2 News at 10.
10.
New at 10 tonight, 11 dogs left malnourished and without shelter are in better care tonight after deputies from the Fort Bend County Precinct 3 Constable's Office found them. These animals were discovered in a home along Winter Briar Drive near West Fuquay Street, just east of Missouri City. The dogs have since been given to the Bark Animal Shelter. The Constable's Office tells us that criminal charges will be filed here.
The Drug Enforcement Administration is working to crack down on what they are calling a new super drug. The drug has been dubbed Gray Death because of its concrete-like characteristics. It's made up of heroin and several deadly opioids. Investigators say the drug is 10,000 times more potent than morphine and can kill you with just one dose.
This is in our community, Houston. You know, it's on a small scale, but it is here, and that's what the community should be, alarmed about. This stuff is being sold on our streets. It's deadly. It has deadly consequences, and and that's the harsh reality of it.
Investigators say the drug is known to be more available in the Northeast, but they have reason to believe that it is being sold in Houston.
Houston City Hall was shining red tonight in honor of the former University of Houston assistant coach John Altobelli, his wife Carrie, and their 13-year-old daughter Alyssa. The family was in the helicopter crash that killed Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna, as well as 4 others 2 weeks ago near L.A. The City Hall lighting comes on the same night that hundreds came together for a memorial service remembering the family. The service was held at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. Altobelli was the head coach of the Orange Coast College baseball team for nearly 30 years.
that's kind of the hardest part. You know, I grew used to him being there for the last 7 years, and I mean, our sophomores, you know, they've seen him in that dugout every day, and the hardest part is just knowing that he won't be there again.
Several thousand people attended today's public memorial.
Coronavirus cases are continuing to grow around the world, with the death toll now reaching more than 1,000 and more than 40,000 infections across the globe. The number of deaths now tops that from the 2003 outbreak of SARS. Investigators say the virus is, however, still less lethal than SARS, with the coronavirus death rate sitting around 2%. SARS approached nearly 10%.
4 members of the Chinese military have been charged in connection to the September 2017 hack of credit reporting agency Equifax that affected millions of Americans. The suspects are charged reportedly, a part of the Chinese People's Liberation Army. Equifax says it is spending more than $1 billion to enhance security and technology to protect consumer data. Keeping your personal information protected can start at home. To protect your computer, the FBI says to keep your firewall turned on. Install or update antivirus software and anti-spyware technology, and turn off your computer when you're done using it.
And now here's investigator Joel Eisenbaum with the story you'll see all new tomorrow night at 10.
Channel 2 investigates on a mission to find out why a cancer-causing byproduct North Carolina doesn't want is now being buried in our backyard.
Yes, sir. We work for Channel 2. We've been trying to get in touch with company representatives.
Even famous activist Erin Brockovich is chiming in on this one.
We just end up with another massive groundwater contamination.
Gen X, what is this stuff, and what is it now doing in Deer Park? Channel 2 investigates tomorrow at 10.
And if you have a story for Channel 2 Investigates, call the tip line 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@kprc.com.
Armadillos are all too common here in Texas, but in Hungary, they're a popular attraction. That's why when a baby 3-banded armadillo was born, local media outlets were ready to get their first look. The baby, named Mateo, was born at the Szeged Zoo. Visitors to the zoo will have to wait until a little bit later in spring before they can get up close and personal.
Devastating video tonight as a man captures a destructive mudslide that crashes into houses in Brazil. The 27-year-old man who lives on the outskirts of Sao Paulo says he heard his neighbors screaming when he began recording the disaster. Firefighters later rescued a girl trapped in one of those homes. The slide, which was set off by torrential rains, covered 2 houses. A 3rd house was damaged.
Ugh, horrifying. My goodness.
Never like to see that.
That's something.
I know. Well, we've had our fair share of rain here tonight, but it was all tied into a cold front that came through.
It was a cold front, wasn't it?
Yes.
Feel it outside.
Nice and comfortable today, 70s, and then suddenly, bam.
Need
right
your
there.
jackets.
I know.
Winter's back.
There was a little fog down there on the west end, and there's under a dense fog advisory until 6 in the morning on Galveston Island, so you might watch for that. In the meantime, pretty little sunset there. How about that in Kingwood?
That's very pretty.
Just a sliver of sun today. 55 right now. A little light rain. It's just enough to make those windshield wipers go back and forth. It's kind of miserable. I think we'll continue to see a buildup of showers as we move into tomorrow morning's commute and through the day. Winds now north-northwest. Well, Galveston 69, south winds at 16. You can see temperatures from the upper 40s to the low 50s to the low 60s to the low 70s. So take your pick. All over the board with that front finally moving through. There's a look at the winds, and there's that south wind continuing, meeting that north wind. So that one's the one that is winning out right now. There's the front. Just draw it right in, and we'll continue to move right along. And these winds are going to continue to get a little stronger. And then as we get toward morning, I think that's when we will see at least some break. But still, right out of the north, 8, 9, 10, 11 miles an hour. So it's certainly going to be on the brisk side tomorrow morning. And it looks like the wet side. Look at the temperatures right now in the 40s and 50s, continuing across the area everywhere tomorrow morning, right there where they are, 40s and low 50s. The north wind in place. A little just a soupy mess of light showers. I don't think it's going to be real heavy, but it's going to be enough to slow down that commute. So watch out there. Tomorrow afternoon, we don't get much above 60, 62 degrees. So it stays cool all the way through. Most of the system is moving along. And you'll notice on this Futurecast, not a lot shows up in the morning, but it does start to build more and more during the day on Tuesday. And then this system is what we're watching as it continues to slide across the state on Wednesday. So that brings in a bigger threat for showers and thunderstorms. These earlier in the model run were more I-10 and north, but now extending all the way down to Matagorda Bay. So Wednesday afternoon looks like it could get fairly interesting around here. I think the bulk of the at least severe weather will be to our north, but that's not to say we couldn't get a few good pops. pop. So here's a closer look. There's the front continuing to move along. Showers 7 a.m., widely scattered light rain showers, but continue to see more and more of that as we move into the afternoon and the evening. That's 7 p.m. So you see all of that moving in. And then here comes the front. 4 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday moves pretty quickly, a lot faster than this front has been coming in. So 10 a.m. showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday, and then popping up. This is 2 o'clock in the afternoon throughout Harris County, and then on to the toward Lufkin, even into Fort Bend County. So don't let your guard down on Wednesday. A lot of it's going to be north, but I think we will see just that tail end really coming in and giving us a pretty good slap. So that's what we're going to look for. As far as rain amounts, it'll depend on just how fast it all moves, but generally it looks like 1 inch to 1.5 inches, maybe some spots of a couple of inches. 62 to 70 on Wednesday. Then that front comes through, it cools us down again. 60 and 48 on Thursday, Valentine's Day. 62 and 42. Some slight rain chances start to come back as we head into the weekend and then into next week. President's Day next week. Can you believe it? So a lot going on. It's going to be a big weekend, but boy, we got to get there first.
Yep, a lot on the board.
Yep, it's going to take a while.
That's right. Okay, speaking of, Vanessa Richardson in for Sports Director Randy McElvoy tonight.
Yeah, Randy's on his way to spring training, so he's going to be enjoying the sun. We're going to talk about that. And then we also have a new guy on the Rockets, how Robert Covington is fitting into that small ball lineup. And also coming up next in sports, this high school basketball team played quite the prank on their head coach. That's coming up next.
Hey guys, Janet Jackson is my guest tonight. Plus we have Jane Levy, stand-up from Joe Firestone. The Tonight Show starts in just a few minutes.
New talent.
Welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk tonight. Here's what's happening. Well, last night there was a record crowd at the Fertitta Center, and those folks watched the Cougs absolutely crush the Wichita State Shockers 76-43. That brings UH to number 19 in the coaches poll, 20th in the AP. Those rankings just came out today. The Cougs are rocking a 19-5 record, 9-2 in the AAC. They take on South Florida on Friday. And Baylor continues their record-breaking season, visiting the Longhorns tonight. Bears dominant in this one from the get-go. Maceo Teague with the wide-open three from the corner. Baylor held Texas to just 16 points in the first half. This is Baylor's 21st consecutive win. And while some folks weren't happy about the Clint Capella trade, so far Robert Covington is fitting in with the Rockets. Covington had 14 points against the Lakers. Of course, last night against the Jazz, he put up that clutch shot. Rockets lost that one, but Covington says he feels right at home in Houston.
It's been really good. Getting used to the system, getting used to playing style. Still getting comfortable with everything, but, I feel very confident.
All right, let's go to a funny moment in the Jazz Mavericks game. This happened in Dallas. Jordan Clarkson tried a three-pointer from the far corner, but the ball never came down. It got stuck on the backboard. Whoops. So Porzingis borrowed a big broom. We got a bunch of 7'3" guys on the team. This shouldn't be a problem, right? But he had no luck. So Boban took over. Boban 7'4". One poke, the ball finally came down. Again, this just happened up the road in Dallas. I love this visual of a bunch of tall guys trying to get the ball down from the backboard. All right, big week for the Astros. All roads lead to West Palm, Florida, where pitchers and catchers report on Wednesday and begin workouts on Thursday under new manager Dusty Baker. Full squad workouts, of course, open next Monday. Sports director Randy McElvoy will be heading to Florida tomorrow, checking in tomorrow night at 10. We'll have expanded coverage on air and online daily at click2houston.com. And the Side Creek girls are in the middle of an absolutely incredible season. Currently 34-0. We're going to have a feature on Side Creek and their stellar team tomorrow. But right now, I have to tell you about a prank the girls pulled. They TP'd their head coach's house. Yes, they even took pictures. So how did their head coach, Jennifer Alexander, get them back? Well, she made them wear old, baggy uniforms on the road. The girls were mortified. Of course, Coach said this is all in good fun.
My sister and I were talking right before that week about doing something team bonding, and I was like, hey, they already did it. They beat us to the punch. So it was funny. They did a good job. I promised them I would get them back, and I think we did that tonight.
And this was so funny until the girls were talking about it and said, oh my gosh, I can't believe we have to wear these old uniforms from the 90s.
Oh,
and I went, okay.
I didn't know TPing was still a thing. We got to get Frank's house now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have young kids in the house.
I have a ring camera.
We'll be caught busted. We'll be right back.
This is home.
Just before Fallon tonight, a reunion that's going to warm your heart. After being missing for nearly 2 weeks, this French bulldog puppy in Miramar, Florida, was reunited with her owners. The 6-month-old pup named Lola got away while her owner was dropping off a rental car. 13 days later, a stranger saw her running in the middle of an intersection and stopped to save her. Oh. The stranger found the family's missing posters online and safely returned that adorable dog.
It was meant to be.
Oh, there are 2 of them.
Yeah, they're very happy to be back there as well. Yeah, goodness gracious.
That's nice.
I love it.
You just want to kiss them.
All right, you know, we were talking about that mudslide in Brazil.
Yes.
And, of course, the fires in Australia. Well, finally, they got flooding rains in Australia, which have helped put those fires out. Yeah. So my blog for today, actually, I titled it, When You Pray for a Flood, because we don't do that around here, but they did in Australia, and they got one, and it's really helped. So click to Houston.com/weatherblog. In the meantime, there's that thin line right where you see I-45 just through Hobby to about League City. That's the front. It will continue to move on through, and then I think tomorrow we'll see some rain, especially about late morning into the afternoon, and more on Wednesday.
Okay. The thin green line.
The thin green line.
Tonight's show's coming up next.
We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.